Welcome to this overview and training walkthrough of the newest features of inspectiTRAC Administrator. To begin, I will open inspectiTRAC Administrator. Since our inspection definition database was created with the previous version of Administrator and has not yet been converted to the new version, I will click the Upgrade Database button on the main screen. Then select the database I want to upgrade and click the Open button. Now the database is upgraded, so I can open it. Most of the features of this system remain the same. Manage Branding is where you can specify the window title of the inspectiTRAC program and the graphic that appears on the main screen. Manage Inspection Types is where you can modify or create new inspection types. Most of the new features of the system are under Manage Inspections. The first screen has remained the same. This is where you can add new inspections or edit existing ones. In this case, I will select the fire extinguishers inspection and click the Edit button. If you have worked with Administrator in the past, you will notice some changes on this screen. There is now an option for specifying the default answer for a question. When the questionnaire appears, you will have the Pass, Fail, or the NA button set as the default. Another new option is to make the multiple choice drop-down box required. This can be useful for inspections or audits for which you want to require a condition, grade, or score to be selected from the drop-down box on the questionnaire. Since I want to know the charge level of my fire extinguishers, I am going to make the multiple choice drop-down required. First, I click the Edit button for the question I wish to edit. Since I want my inspectors to select a charge level from the drop-down box, I will check the MC Required checkbox. Then click the Add Edit button to save my modification. Since I've made all my changes, I can click the Save button to return to the inspection definitions screen. For this database, I have an audit I also want to modify. There are 6 questionnaires to this audit, so I will select the first one and click the Edit button. There are 2 changes I need to make to this questionnaire. Since this audit is scored, I want to make the multiple choice selection required. Also, because this is a scored audit and I'm not concerned about the pass-fail status of the question, I want to make the default answer to all the questions either Pass or NA. I will start by clicking the Edit button for the first question. I will select Pass from the default answer drop-down. I will check the multiple choice required checkbox. And then I will click the Add Edit button to save my changes. I'm going to repeat this process for the next question. With both questions modified, I can save this audit questionnaire and return to the inspection definitions screen. I'm going to continue this process with the remaining 5 questionnaires in this audit. When finished modifying the inspection definitions, I will click on the Save button to return to the main screen. Manage Departments is where you place inspection or audit icons on maps. This process is not changed for this version. The final new feature of Administrator can be found in the Manage General Settings area. The bottom field on this screen allows you to set a default inspection group name. When the inspector starts a new inspection on the tablet, the default name will appear in the inspection group name box. The default name can be text or a date code. The date code is identified by curly brackets and represents parts of a date. For this default inspection group name, I want it to show the month and the year, and then identify it as Safety Inspections. To do this, I will start with my curly bracket and then enter the code for the full month, which is 4 uppercase M's. Then I will enter the code for the 4-digit year, which is 4 lowercase y's. I'll end the date code with the closing curly bracket. Then I can enter the static text, which will be Safety Inspections. Now my modifications are complete and I can click the Save button. Since I'm done modifying my database, I'm going to click the Close Database button in Administrator. Now I will start inspectiTRAC Data Collector to demonstrate how the new features look and function for collecting data. The first thing I have to do is load the updated database. I will click the Load Database button, which displays the Open File dialog box. I'll select the new database and then click the Open button. To begin the inspections, I will click the Start Inspection button. As you can see on the screen, the default name appears in the inspection group name box. Notice the date codes we used now appear as the current month and current year. If needed, I can change the name, but for this demo I will keep it and click the Continue button. I am going to demonstrate the new features by first showing the fire extinguisher inspection we modified. This is under my Safety Inspections button. With the map open, I will select one of the inspection icons and open the questionnaire. You can immediately see some of the new features of the system. Possibly the first thing you noticed was the camera icons for each question. You can now capture several photos per question. I'll demonstrate that in a bit. Another new feature is the ability to adjust text size on the questionnaire. You have control over the size of the text so you can easily read it in a plant environment or on the move, even on a small tablet device. To capture an image, I will simply click on the camera icon for that particular question. The camera box appears. To capture the image, I will tap the Capture button. The image I captured appears in the Captured Image box. Since this image doesn't show the gauge, I'm going to turn the extinguisher around and capture another image. As you can see, all images I capture are displayed in the Captured Images box. If I want to remove a captured image, I can click on the red X on the thumbnail to remove it. When I am done, I will click on the Done button to close the camera window. The number on the camera icon indicates the number of photos captured. I'm going to continue with this inspection. One of the changes I made to this questionnaire in Administrator was to make the multiple choice drop-down box required. Because of this, it has a red line around it indicating it is a required field. I will select the charge level from the drop-down and then click Save. Now I can continue through the rest of the fire extinguisher inspections. When I am done, I will click the Save button on the map screen to save the collected data. The signature window appears. Another new feature of this system is the ability to clear the signature if needed. After saving the signature, the system will prompt to upload the data and then return to the previous menu screen. I'm going to go back and we'll take a look at the audit we modified in Administrator. When the questionnaire appears, you will notice that the Pass button is checked and the More Detailed drop-down box is required. I will leave the questions marked Passed and select a score from each of the drop-down boxes. Once I've selected a score from the required drop-down boxes, the Save button is enabled. I will click the Save button and complete my audit. As with the previous version, when I have completed my inspections, I will return to the main screen and click the Close Inspections button. The system will verify that I want to close this inspection group and then prompt to upload the data. After uploading, the system will prompt to delete the data from the tablet, and now I am ready to begin a new inspection. Thank you for viewing this demonstration of the newest features of inspectiTRAC Administrator and Data Collector.